Hello.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Um, okay, so what we learned last time, we're gonna continue on chapter 19. Okay, so what we learned last time, we talked about these so-called the share-based compensation, right? Uh, Share-based compensation. Okay, so we talk about two kind of share-based compensation. One is stock award. One is stock option award, right? This is called stock award. We give employees stock, right? To compensate them. And or we can give them stock options, right? We talk about the stock option, right? Stock options, okay, like this, stock options. So if you look at these two situations, compare the stock award, stock option award, the procedures are very, very similar, right? On the date of grant, on date of grant, we don't write the journals, okay? Date of grant, we don't write journal, okay? Um, Instead, we're going to calculate the total compensation expense, right? Total compensation expense, okay? Um, so stock awards, we know, right? If we know the market price, then we know the total, right? We can calculate. Stock options, we need to estimate, right? We need to estimate, we need to use that, the option pricing model to estimate the fair value of the options, then to calculate total compensation, okay? And then we're going to allocate over the vesting period. For this example, the vesting period of 4 years. That's why we total compensation expense 80 million divided by 4. Each year you can recognize 20 million compensation expense, right? So these two situations, the procedure is very, very similar. Okay. And then we talk about the forfeiture, right? Forfeiture rate. Forfeiture means some, because they need to work on, for example, this question, employee, those CEO, CFOs need to work for us for 4 years to fully receive these stock options, right? So, excuse me. So that's why those are 4 year called the vesting period, right? Vesting. Let me make it a little bit. So that's so-called the vesting period, right? Those 4 years, it's a vesting period. Okay. Um, so, but what if some people, uh, leave the company before, during that vesting period? Then they won't be able to receive those stock options or stock awards. Okay, we call that forfeiture. Forfeiture. That's why, when you calculate the total compensation expense, you want to estimate the forfeiture rate, right? What's the possibility, right? Some people are going to leave, the company, okay, within 4 years. So the example later on would have like what if forfeiture rate is 5%? Then 80. Then you calculate total compensation going to be 80 million times 95%, right? So that will be the total compensation. Okay, and then you can change, right? Change the estimate. So like later on we talk about, we estimate change from 5%, right? From 5% to 10%, right? So then you can make adjustment. Okay, so in this case, this is a 30 year, you adjust, right? You adjust that numbers. Okay, because you change your estimate. Okay, so those things we talked about last time. We started with this, but we haven't finished yet, right? So we call that graded vesting. Okay, so those the vesting periods, it's they go gradually. Okay, so it's not the same time. Okay, so the example here, like this, right? Let's look at this example. So we started with this, right? So let's just review this example. Then we're gonna finish this example. So this company issued 10 million stock options. Okay, we allow the executive to buy 10 million shares of stock for $25. Okay, $25 is the exercise price, right? Um, so the vesting schedule is 20% for the first year, in the first year, okay, 30% the second year, and 50% the third year. Okay, so we kind of graded vesting, because 20% of the 10 millions, 20% of 10 total 10 million, right? 20% of 10 millions, 20% times 10 millions equals 2 millions, right? 2 million shares or 2 million stock options will be vested in 1 year. Okay, and the 30% gonna be vested, with the 3 million is gonna be vested in 2 years, and 50% gonna be 50% of 10 million gonna be vested in 3 years. Okay, see the vesting period are different. So that's why we're gonna treat it as 3 different stock options. Okay, so this is the first one, right? Second one and third one. Okay, so those are the total number of shares, right? 2 million, 3 million, 5 millions. Okay, so we treated 3 different stock options plan, right? So then we're gonna estimate using the models, right, to estimate the fair value for each option. So the fair value for this 2 million shares is $3.50 per share. Okay, so then you can calculate what is the total, right? What is total? So that's going to be 7 millions, right? So 2 million times this 350, right? So 7 million should be the total value, right? Total value. Okay, and how about this 3 million shares? Okay, the second group, we said, we estimate that $4 per options, right? So then $4 you want to times 3 millions, you got a 12, right? So that's the total value, okay, for this option. And similarly for the third one, that's going to be 30s, right? Those are total value. So that's how we got this. Okay, so 7, 12, and 30s. Okay, 7, 12, 30. So these are the total value, and then we calculate the total here is 49. So 49 is the total compensation cost. Okay, will be total compensation expense. Okay, compensation expense. So we separate, right, those 3, right? So we calculate, we estimate individually. Okay. So far so good, everyone. And okay, so then we want to allocate. Remember, we need to this is step number 1, right? So you calculate the total on the date of grant. You calculate the total, right? So then we're gonna allocate the total over these 3 years, right? So how much compensation expense will be recognized for each year. Let's calculate that, right? So let's allocate. So let's look at, we're still gonna work on one by one, right? So let's look at this, the first one, right? 2 millions, which is total value, total compensation cost is 7. So remember, this 7 is what? The whole 7 gonna be vested in first year, right? In 2016. So that's why the whole 7 will be recognized as compensation expense in 2016. Okay. And how about this is the first one, right? How about the second one? The second option, which is this, right? Second option, this is the one, second one. The second option, remember, we have 4 millions, right? Total cost is 12. And then this second gonna be vested for 2 years, right? For 2 years. Then you want to allocate evenly, right? So you want to divide the 12 divided by 2. So each year we can recognize 6 in the first year and another 6 in the second year. Compensation expense. Okay. Similarly for the third group, right? For the third group, remember total is 30s. This is the third one, but 30, remember, this is what the vesting period is 3 years. Okay, 3 years. That's why you want to divide by 3, right? Divide by 3. So each year you got 10, right? 10 and 10. Okay. So total compensation expense for 2016, you calculate this, right? So you got 27. 2017 is 16, and 2018 is 10. So and total over these 3 years, total is 49. Question on that?
I see the fair value is given.
Fair value? You mean those one? You mean those one?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. It is. We remember we use the model to estimate these fair value.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is again what I talked about last time. This is not a finance class. Okay. So those numbers will be given. Okay.
All right.
If you want to know how to estimate, how to get those numbers, you need to take a finance class, okay, to learn that. Any other question?
Will there be situations where the fair value of all the options will be a single amount?
Will be what?
one single amount instead of having like three different amounts. The total fair value of all the options will be given like one amount.
For this situation, no, I mean, this is normally we do, okay? For this, you know, do you have a because we have a different vesting period, right? So we call it graded vesting, okay? That's what we call the graded vesting, the graded vesting. So it's not vesting at the same time. That's why we separate into 3 different stock options. That's why then we estimate.
And instead of there was like suppose like $20, so it will be $10 on each year.
You mean this? We're talking about this, right? If this
Yeah.
is 20, yeah, of course. That's what this 12 is the total. And how about
Okay.
each year? That's why you divide by
Okay,
2.
got
That's
it.
how we got
Thank you.
6. Okay. Yeah, but for this one, for this group, for the group on number 3, this group, remember the vesting in 3 years. That's why you want to divide by 3. That's how we got a 10 for each year.
Okay.
Okay, so that's how we got those 10 for each year. Any other question? If not, let's work on this. Okay, so you can practice this method.